Hi there. I've missed you so much. I know it's a little dark down here nowadays, and that's just because it's winter. It gets dark out so early now. Always going on and on about this wanting to go outside business. Don't be ridiculous. You don't really want to go out there. It's so cold. Do you know what day it is today? It's the most romantic day of the year. Valentine's Day. I've prepared something extra special. You've been so good lately, I thought you deserved a reward. So I'm letting you come up to the kitchen with me. We're gonna make chocolate. Of course, if you try and run, you won't make it out the doors. They're all locked and the key's nice and hidden away. There's no way out, so don't bother. Can you walk? I know I gave your legs quite the beating the other day, but I had to teach you a lesson. Can't have you misbehaving now, can I? The stairs may be a little difficult, so I'll help you. Here, put your arm around my shoulder. Ah, look at you. You're almost perfectly fine on your own, huh? I knew you were strong. Have you ever made chocolates before? Oh, good. I get to teach you. Okay, so first we're gonna prepare the ganache. We add the chocolate in a large mixing bowl, but we're not gonna melt it yet. Just put the chips in. Then we bring the cream to a light boil in this heavy saucepan. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour the boiling cream into a coffee cup and stir the instant coffee in. When the instant coffee is dissolved, we're gonna pour this cream back over the chocolate to melt it. Now that it's warm and creamy, we thicken it by whisking. Now, I'm gonna cover this up and we're gonna freeze it for about 1.5 hours. You want the ganache to be just thick enough to easily form the truffle balls. We're gonna have to wait about an hour while this freezes. Would you like to sit down? I'm really glad you're being so good tonight. I can't think of a better way to spend my Valentine's Day. I don't need to go out on romantic dates when I have you right here at home. You know, lately, I've been doing a lot of thinking about the future. About us. I've never felt this way. You really mean a lot to me, and I feel like you don't feel the same way. I'm rambling again, aren't I? I'm sorry. I'm so impolite. I haven't even asked you about your day. Is it getting too cold down there now? It's been snowing for the past few days, so if you're good, I'll let you come sleep in the bed with me. It's nice and warm. I haven't had lots of money lately, but I still wanted to get you something special. A new blanket. It's super warm and comfy. I haven't seen you so excited in ages. Oh, sorry. I just got distracted. You're just so cute when you get that worried little look on your face. I I'm not gonna hurt you as long as you're good for me tonight. Oh, it's about time to make the truffles. Come on, come on. Okay, here's a little tip from me. We'll keep an ice pack near us so we can keep our hands cold while rolling the truffles. It'll keep it from melting all over us. Here, let me see your hands. This is gonna be cold. Now, we can make the ganache into balls. It's just like Play-Doh. And now we place them on this dipping sheet and we'll freeze them for about 25 minutes. So, while the chocolate balls are in the freezer, we can melt this dipping chocolate. To do this, we use a double boiler to make sure we don't burn the chocolate. So, what you do is you simmer the water in a pot, and then you place a glass bowl on top. You have to be very careful not to overheat the chocolate. Now that the chocolate is firm, we can use a toothpick to dip each ball in the melted chocolate. Then let them sit in the fridge. This should take about 10 minutes. Help me up onto the counter, would ya? Fine. I'll get up myself. Seriously, come here. Oh, your forehead is warm. Are you okay? Nervous, maybe? Hey, can I ask you something? Do you ever think about the future? Not in general, but about us. Where we're gonna be in a year or 2, maybe 5, even 10 years from now. I think about it a lot. How long I'll really be able to keep you here. I can't really support us both forever, and I'll be going off to college soon. So how will I be able to keep my dear pet around? You've been here for me so many times in my life where I really thought I had no one else. The scariest thing to me is the idea of losing you. Yes, you're the love of my life. I wish you still looked at me the same way you used to. I miss the loving looks. Why do you have to be so scared of me? You know I love you, right? I know I'm in love with you. So why? Why don't you love me back? I'm so depressing. I'm sorry, I really don't mean to say things like this. It's probably time to decorate. Do you like white chocolate? That's all I have. So what I do is put the melted chocolate in a plastic bag and cut off a little bit of the bag and just drizzle it over the chocolate. Wow, they're so pretty. I'm glad we did this together. I just want to be close to you again. Why don't you come lay down? We can watch some dumb horror movie. They're my favorite. I know I've mentioned this a few times, but I've been thinking about the future. I've been in love with you since I met you all that time ago in middle school. Don't you remember? It was right after my big fight I had with her, and you saw me crying. You'd never even spoken to me before, but right then you hugged me tight and told me that everything was gonna be okay. I fell in love with you right then, I think. I watched you all the time. You were quiet and sweet, and I started collecting things. Just papers you threw away. Your handwriting was perfect to me, despite you always calling it messy. I still have one of your essays from 9th grade English. You've always been so perfect. A perfect match. So, I want to be yours forever. I want us to be together forever. So, I want to be your wife. We're going to get married. Together forever. Till death do we part. And you have no choice.